Hi everyone, it's Tonya Foster, and today I'm going to be doing a video on my second year of college reflection. If you haven't watched it, I do have a first year of college reflection, and I do have a link in the description box down below for you to watch if you haven't seen my first year of college reflection yet. There have been a few people who have requested this video, and that is the reason why I'm doing it for you today. Anyways, let's get into it. So my second year of college started in September of 2016, and if you don't know, I'm currently taking human resources at Durham College. I am taking a 3-year program, so I'm currently, I'm just still in my program even though I'm done my second year. I have 1 more year left, starting again in September. But one of my favorite things about this year was helping out with student orientation. I decided to become a part of the Institute of Student Leadership, which basically hosts different events, volunteers, and goes to leadership workshops to develop leadership skills and to be a role model in the school. As a part of that, I was invited to orientation leadership, where I help students find their classrooms or get their textbooks that they needed, or just tell them about the different clubs and sports that were available at the school. I really enjoyed this because I kind of got to instill my knowledge into those new students. And if you don't know me personally, I do like to be a leader, and I like to really kind of give people knowledge that I have. So I really enjoyed it. I did campus tours, so I was touring people around the school, showing them where their classes were, showing them where some of the main areas were, like the pit or the cafeteria, etc. I also helped with the fun fair, where I was basically encouraging students to come in and get free food and free sweaters and swag and whatever, just kind of introducing them to college and letting them know what was available for them to take part in. I was really excited to do that, and I was very happy that I did. I actually signed up for that same group in September, where I'll be helping out with orientation again, hopefully. And yeah, it was my favorite part. It was my favorite thing to do this year. Getting into my own personal experience and my own classroom college experience this year, I really enjoyed it a lot. So my first semester I did 5 courses. So those courses were Introduction to Human Resources Information System, Recruitment and Selection, Training and Development, Business Communications, and Statistics for Human Resources. In these courses, they really dove deep into human resources. So for instance, Recruitment and Selection purely looked at generating an applicant pool and selecting the best candidate from that applicant pool. We looked into the legal requirements of that and how not abiding by those requirements can cause you to get into trouble. We also looked at some different campaigns that other companies were doing to get the best candidate possible for the position that they were looking for. In training and development, we had this huge project. So at the beginning of the year, we started this project where we had to come up with a training program and administer the training to our classroom. The group that I decided to do it with, we decided to do it online, and we talked about team building. So we did our team building, we researched it, we became subject matter experts, and then we created a lesson plan and administered the training in the online environment. In business communications, we learned about resume writing and the importance of proofreading and being attentive to details. In statistics, we used Excel to basically come up with some statistics and learn how to interpret statistics. For example, on NOC or on wherever we're looking, we need to look at statistics and be able to properly interpret them into our HR field. And the HRIS, which is the Human Resources Information System, we got an introduction to that using SAP. It's a software program in the US. Not a great program, pretty old, and a lot of companies don't use that program, but it was a good introduction into what you would expect to do if you were inputting information into an HRIS. So what we did was we started off by making a company. We made our company, and then we made our organizational charts based on like CEO, CFO, whatever. And then we opened some positions, decided on basically creating like recruitments for that, generating applicant pools for that, learned how to do that all through this software, learned how to, once we selected a candidate, input them into the HRIS system, and then basically just follow up on everything using SAP. So definitely learned a lot of skills there that I wouldn't have had I not taken that course. In my second semester, I did 6 courses. So they were organizational behavior, occupational health and safety, employment law, Excel, social media and society, and psychology for human resources. In occupational health and safety, one of the most interesting things that I learned was how to do an incident investigation and what the steps were in it. I found it very fascinating because a lot of times you don't see those steps implemented, however they should be implemented. In organizational behavior, we had this big assignment where we basically had to choose a topic. I chose employee engagement, and we had to talk about why it was important in HR. So what I did was I had to research some articles and find out, based on some studies that had been conducted, why employee engagement was important in the workplace. And what I came up with is that employee engagement leads to higher satisfaction, lower turnover, and better performance of employees, which is why that company should start to look into ways that they can engage employees into the work environment. Finally, for coursework, what I'm going to talk about is Excel. So that's our computer applications that we did. In first year, we did basic Excel, where we learned about some things in Excel. However, in this semester, or in this year, we dove really deep into Excel. So I learned how to do some pivot tables. I learned how to do charting in Excel. I learned how to do ifs, so if, or, if, and embedding multiple if statements. And I learned how to do macros. Excel is one of those applications that it's really important in HR, because you might be creating documents or might be interpreting documents that have been sent to you in the business. And so getting that really deep understanding of Excel is really important, and I definitely think that I was able to get that. I plan on retaining and keeping the book that I got, Excel 2016, because I think that there was a lot that I can reference in the workplace environment. As far as extracurriculars were going and social life, I definitely was thankful to meet a couple of friends in my program where we would socialize outside of school, and I was able to get that aspect in as well. As a part of the Institute of Student Leadership, I was able to participate in school activities. I helped out with the exam stress relief week, where we were making like stress balls, and we were doing like a photo shoot and stuff like that. And so I was able to involve myself in the school and in the community, and I was able to do those leadership workshops where I developed leadership skills as a part of the Institute of Student Leadership, and that really kind of gave me involvement in the school and my social life outside of school. Definitely think that this year was very successful, and I definitely am really excited for my third year. I'm excited for my field placement, for taking courses like labor relations, and taking courses like project management. I'm definitely looking forward to that next year. Anyways, I hope you really enjoyed this video and my reflection onto my second year of college experience. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please comment on the video. Also, you can subscribe to my channel so that you can get updates on my future videos. Anyways, until next time, talk to you later. Bye.